I am Mr. Dolan, and I am frightened. If you don't know me, let me give you a little flavor. I am a sarcastic loudmouth from the state of Massachusetts, born in Boston. Do you want to hear more? Laughter is really what I'm after. And here I am this night with a microphone, an audience, and this address is not meant to be a comedy sketch. I'm in trouble. This talk, I think, is to have some sort of advice. Well, I rarely listen to advice. How am I going to give it? I assure you the advice part will come. My goal for tonight is to not leave anything on the table. I don't want to leave tonight and say, gee, if I only said this, by golly, I should have said that. So I won't. I love this class. They have it all. This class is the future, and the future is so bright. Yes, it's true. Yeah. So I gotta wear shades. My biggest fear since I became your speaker was I won't be able to convey to this audience how great you are. Fortunately, those in the audience know you. So, as I wrote this, my fear was slightly alleviated and my goal altered. I suppose my number one goal is to make sure you know how awesome you are. Class of 2019, being a teacher here at PA is a great job. I come to work every day and you all brighten my day. My day can be completely fantastic and you make it better. So adults, we all have an image of high schoolers, and I could not dream up the image of this class of 2019. They really are that good. So yesterday was their last day of regular schooling. They had 2 exams, period 1 and period 6. When period 6 was over, their formal education was finished. Instead of running out into the parking lot to create mischief and mayhem, we had a community meeting. The class of 2019 listened to a student TED Talk, a student poem, a group of students present on communicating school redesign, an AP Science Chem video, and then they celebrated their principal, Phil Grant, and his award. Phil is the 2019 VPA Principal of the Year. Phil's family was present. There was a standing ovation. Phil was presented a Pee Wee Reese Dodger jersey. His message was and is of inclusion. I kid you not. He tells me regularly he values my opinion. That's a true story. I can tell you what I would have done after my period 6 exam, but I am going to just let you imagine. Family units here tonight. You come in many value packs. From my own experience, I sure was proud when I watched my son graduate. I tried to hide the tears. I think I did a good job. Either that or Paula and my parents were kind enough just not to look. I believe Averill sort of maybe caught me tearing up at Last Chapel this morning. Well, parents, thank you. It takes a village. My parents helped to raise my children. Yes, class of 2019. I lived in my parents' basement during my late 20s. I'm afraid to do the math because it might be my early 30s as well. They didn't just have me, they had my 2 kids. So parents, this train ain't over, and you know that. Students, you know it too. Thank your family unit tonight. It is a hard job raising children. But children, you are no more. Tonight, the reset button gets hit. One thing I have learned in my life is nobody wants to hear about their friends' high school days. When somebody starts recounting high school days, this happens to me when I meet people at social functions. Either me or somebody else starts to roll their eyes. Here it comes again. Well, the reset button truly gets hit. You are no longer who you were in the PA pecking order. Start over. The other night I was listening to a podcast. Jamel Hill was interviewing Killer Mike. Killer Mike said something to the effect of, make friends with people that don't look like you. You will learn something. Keep that in mind. We too often go through life like a bad social media algorithm. Take this out for a minute. We hang around the same people, recycling false ideas, iteration after iteration. So yeah, learn from somebody who is not like you. Do not believe a headline. Unless, of course, it says Mr. Dolan killed it at the PA 2019 graduation commencement address. They are meant to divide you, those headlines. My dad taught me to question everything. He probably wishes he didn't do that so well. My mother taught me to smile and treat people nicely. So, class of 2019, thank you. By choosing me tonight, you made me do something I don't like doing. I spoke from the heart. I spoke free of sarcasm, maybe not, mockery, or just foolish repetition. You made me frightened with this speech, and I assure you this will be over soon, and when it is, please, 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 come take a picture with me, and let me say something sarcastic about you, some lame joke about your face breaking the camera. I want to point at you right now and say something about so-and-so. Class of 2019, this is big doings. Big doings. This place is going to start to fade just a bit. You will become the ghosts in this building. But you have made your mark. Come back, give back, and thank you.